Hey guys, welcome back to another day of survival. And we are going to start off playing with fire. We're going to try to help our daughter escape the prison. And hopefully with minimal damage and nobody killed. Hopefully, right? Alright, let's start. I spent the rest of the day feverishly thinking about what I was facing. Lying in my cot in the infirmary, I ran through all my options in my head. To free Sasha, I need to unlock her jail cell. Sasha said that the key was kept in Boris' office. That makes sense. She is an important prisoner for him. Let's say I get the key and unlock the cell. How are the two of us supposed to get out of the fortified town? Well, the bigger question is, do we have to kill Boris? Like, I do not want to kill Boris. Like, Boris seems like a nice guy, right? It's gonna be hard. First things first, I'm the realist. I need to plan to get some weapons. All my belongings are still in the car, but I can't get a gun from there. Outsiders are prohibited from carrying weapons inside the town. Sentries are patrolling along the parking lot and the gate. They'll arrest me on the spot. The second problem is that even with the weapons, Sasha and I can't fight off all the Stepnoi, and we can't just sneak out. Under the Major's orders, a small contingent of soldiers stay awake all night to ensure that the garrison is ready to fend off a bandit attack at any time of the day or night. So this is gonna be a pickle. The only solution I could think of was to create a diversion. I thought of the tanks full of diesel next to the generator. The command unit was located nearby. If I poured gasoline over the command unit and lit it, the locals will go crazy trying to put it out until the tank heats up enough for the diesel inside to combust. Are we gonna create we might be creating a distraction. That seems like a good idea. Then Sasha and I will take advantage of this chaos and get out of here. The clock had struck midnight. It was a bright night, with the full moon in a cloudless sky. Time to get to work. Alright. I'm standing in the empty forecourt between the infirmary and the weapons warehouse. The barracks is adjacent to the warehouse. Next to the barracks, 6 soldiers are sitting on crates, trading war stories. They are all armed. Behind the barracks, I can see the squat 2-story officer's house where the major and the other officers sleep, and farther on through the double chain link fence, I can see the civilian's house. From here, I can go along the infirmary wall to the main parade ground. If I go past the warehouse and turn left, this will lead me to the canteen in the jail. That's a lot of information, dude. Like, I don't even know which one is the best option. Okay. Well, let's approach the soldiers. The soldiers scooted over, freeing up space for me on the second crate. I sat down. There was an awkward silence. The soldiers were watching me expectantly. Well, this is weird. Okay. Well, for starters, you can tell me how you are. Anything interesting that's going on? Same old, the red-haired guy shrugged. The past years have been so boring. We used to go out to attack the bandits and some gangs. The bigger ones or the desperate ones used to come at us right here, and they never left. They're here in the ground, he smirked. Now we just get small fry, and only once a month or so. Oh, they're good fighters, huh? Only the mayor can't sit still. The red-haired soldiers continued. He ordered us to go do one training exercise after another, and if we're not training, we're sent to help the civilians in their vegetable gardens, or to build something, or dig something, or some other hogwash. Well, we took the Abacans, but now what? Another soldier chimed in. I'm sick of it. We're soldiers, not collective farmers here to plow the fields. And now what? Are we supposed to sit around doing nothing for another year? No, Kappa, don't worry. There might be bandits in Siberia. Silent fell again. Clearly, the soldiers were getting sick of me. Okay. Uh, let's try to get somewhere. I want a lot of things. Want a lot of things too, the baldman said, narrowing his eyes. Where is it you need to go? Okay, we can't ask for the weapons warehouse because that might kind of raise suspicion. Where can I find Boris? The major is in the office house. Where else would he be? But you won't be allowed in. He really hates it when people go to talk to him, especially when they wake him up. Even worse if it's over some stupid. The Bennett man scratched his beard. Are we under attack? Has a candle burst its banks? No. Then it can wait till morning. You can find Boris in the command unit first thing. Looks like I won't be getting through him right now. Fine. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm guessing they're sick of me. So let's go to the. Oh, okay. What did I just pick? I approached the weapons warehouse door. The red brick building has a steel door locked with a large padlock to protect it against unwanted visitors. I noticed that the soldiers by the barracks had stopped talking and were casting a suspicious glance my way. Alright, let's move away. Let's not raise any suspicion, man. Let's not go to the jail, because we need the keys first. Let's go to the main ground parade. I'm at the main ground parade. I'm at the main parade ground in Stepnoy. There's nothing else here. To the east is the partially collapsed shower block. Construction of the new block hasn't started yet, so the town's inhabitants go to the village to wash. The command unit lies to the north of the parade ground, and beyond it is a diesel generator box. From here, I can go across a bridge over to the canal to the parking lot. If I follow the canal west, I'll end up at the infirmary and the weapons warehouse. Let's go to the commanding unit. A single-story wooden building stands before me, painted a dark red color. Two USSR flags flutter in the wind above the imposing door. There are large windows on either side of the door. I can't get in. There are two locks on the door. I could break a window and climb in that way, but if I do that, anybody who happens to be on the parade ground will notice the broken glass and raise the alarm. So I can't get in. I need something to break the window and climb inside, right? So okay. Let's see what I can do. I can't go to the weapons. I'm pretty sure I can't go to the barracks because that's going to raise suspicion. Let's go to the infirmary. In the main room of the infirmary, 5 soldiers sleep peacefully on the hard cots. They received their injuries in the attack on the Abakan's base. The major ordered that the remaining wounded would be cared for by the town civilians. I crossed the main room and went into a cramped washroom. From here, I could move into the back room or go outside, into the yard behind the infirmary. In the infirmary's back room, which serves as both the attendant's room and the operating room, there were bandages, medical supplies, tools for amputation, old equipments, and other medical instruments. It's locked right now, and the senior attendant has the only key. Let's go inside the yard. Somebody had created a small garden here at one time, but now it had fallen into disuse. Berries had withered on bushes, broken beds had been invaded by brown weeds, and the small gazebo had rotted and collapsed. I spotted a rusty hacksaw missing its handle among the wooden planks, and there was a small crowbar that was much better preserved than the knife. Oh, let's take the crowbar. I think that crowbar can help us get through the window. Okay. So we got that. We can't go to the jail yet. Let's go to the main parade ground. I know we need to go through the window toward the command unit, but let's check out the other areas. Let's go toward the shower block. The shower block was a timber frame construction darkened from bad weather and fungus. The right side of the building was sagging, and the left had collapsed. The problem likely stemmed from when the foundation was laid. The scarred and split door was locked. Put the crowbar in the gap and try to break it open. Hopefully we don't get seen. Bits of wood had been chipped off the door. I placed the crowbar next to the lock and pushed. The narrow screws holding the lock to the moldering wood gave way. The lock fell off with a crunching sound. The door swung inward. Okay, let's go inside. Oh, it looks kind of clean, right? I'm inside the shower block. It smells of damp mold and something else even more unpleasant. Under the benches in the changing room, I saw several long dead rats. Oh, food? Maybe? Let's search. Maybe we can find something nice. I didn't find anything particularly useful. Just old washing accessories that had been gnawed on. The stench in here is unbearable. I need to get back to the fresh airs as soon as I can. Okay. Let's go back then. Let's approach the canal. The canal is very deep, over 4 meters, but it is less than half full of water. The canal is fed by the Tom River, and it provides Stepnoy with fresh water. The sides of the canal are almost a sheer drop. If I jumped in, I won't be able to get up to the other side without special equipment, and no vehicle could make it across either. The only bridge across the canal is the footbridge that goes from the parade grounds to the forecourt, next to the garages and the parking lot. Okay. Let's go toward the generator then. The diesel generator is housed inside a new khakis-colored metal enclosure. There's no way I can break it in. 2 large steel tanks filled with diesel sit on the platform between the generator and the command unit. One of the tanks is connected to the generator by a hose. Okay, these are just information then. Well, let's go to the infirmary. Let's check that out. I'm standing in the empty... We went to the infirmary. Okay, I guess I can check out the command unit now. So, go to the command unit. Break the window with the crowbar. I'm at the back of the command unit. The window had been smashed with a crowbar. Shards littered the ground. If I go in, I'll almost certainly cut myself on some glass. Well, let's carefully climb inside. Even though there's some possibility of us getting cut. I'm inside the command unit. In the office where I've talked to the major on 3 occasions, there's an empty wine bottle and 2 glasses on Boris' desk. I noticed the major's coat hanging up as I came in. There's a portrait of the Brezhnev on the wall, and next to it is a huge map of the Soviet Union. An old radiogram sits in the corner. Alright, let's go searching for the desk. The top drawer of the major's desk contained a load of ancient papers, a whole set of ballpoint pen that had run out of ink, and other office stuff. In the bottom drawer, I found another 3 wine bottles, a couple of glasses, a photo of a young officer who looked a little like Boris, an ashtray, and a pack of cigarettes. Only 1 cigarette was left in the packet. Alright, let's take the cigarette. I think that might come in handy, right? Hopefully. Let's go to the major's coat. There wasn't anything valuable in the coat pockets. In one pocket, I found a gray and crumpled rag that Boris was probably using as a handkerchief. In the other pocket, I found a couple of 1 ruble coins. Rubles had been worthless for many years. I imagine, right? Because of the radiation. I'm guessing... What? Because of the explosion, there's no need for money? just like gold as a form of currency. Alright, let's examine the second room. The second room was much smaller than the first. I could only guess at its purpose. Oh, this is like an interrogation room then. There was a small desk, chair, and stool in the middle of the room. In the corner, I saw a bucket of dirty water and a mop. In another corner, the coat from Boris' dress uniform was hanging up. It was in perfect condition, which suggested that Boris had only worn it once or twice. Opportunities to do so probably dried up pretty soon after. There was a small dark stain on the stool. It looked like blood. Alright, let's search the coat and the desk drawer. The coat pocket was empty, but there was a key in the lock on the desk drawer. It was on a key ring, along with 3 other keys. Maybe one of these keys will work on the door to the jail. There wasn't anything interesting in the drawer itself. Okay, so we got the key. I'm guessing we don't have to kill Boris because we got the keys. Maybe we can do this like stealth-wise, right? So let's take the key. There's 4 of them. Okay, let's climb out. Let's get back. Let's go back to the parade ground. The shower block we went there already. The canal we already did. The diesel we did that already. The bridge and the parking lot. Did we go there? Did we? I'm in the parking lot. There aren't many vehicles, maybe 3 or 4 army UAZs and around 8 motorcycles. A Kamaz is sitting in the center. And to the south, right by the town's perimeter fence, is my car. Guards are patrolling in front of Stephano's locked gate. This gate is much flimsier than the ones at Ibokan's base. I think I'll be able to bust through it in a car. The west and north sides of the parking lot are cut off by the canal. Light streams from the guard post window further east to the west across the canal. I can see the canteen and the rations warehouse, the basement of which serves as a jail. To the north of the parking lot are 3 garages, all locked. From the garages, I can cross the bridge to the main parade ground. Wow. I don't know what to choose. Alright, let's go to number 1. Go to the town gate. Before I could approach the gate, the guard turned their guns on me as 1. Leaving the town after dark is strictly prohibited, one of the soldiers shouted at me. Alright, let's not go there then. Let's go around the Kamaz and move toward the cars. Seeing that I was headed for the car, one of the guards ran up to me and blocked my path. I'm sorry, but tonight the use of vehicles is prohibited by special orders of the major. What do you mean? It's my car for personal use. The major sets no exception. Please move aside. Listen, I'm not planning to start it. I just need to get a few things, not weapons. Don't worry. Using it in any way is prohibited. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Where did this band come from? And why tonight? The guard's assault rifle made a pretty compelling argument, though. Okay, so we can't go there. Let's go toward the guard post. A light bulb is shining in the window of the single-story concrete building. I try to stay out of the light so the guards don't see me, and I go around the building and stand outside the door. It's shut. Well, let's use the key. One of the keys worked. After 2 turns and 2 shoves, the door creaked open on its own, as if it was inviting me in. Clearly, a construction defect meant that it didn't stay closed very easily. Okay. I'm standing in the guard's post single room. It's cold and uncomfortable. The corners are strewn with cobwebs. 3 mattresses with pillow lie along the walls. Apart from the rough-hewn stools and the rickety table, there's nothing else in the room. Only one of the 4 light bulbs work. Let's search the post. While searching, I found a small closet. I had missed it at first because of the cobwebs. It contained firewood, broken fencing, and chairs with no seats in them. Beside the bucket of wood shaving, there was an old Mosin Nagant rifle with the stock broken in half. I picked it up. Sure, firing it would be extremely awkward, but but it would do in a pinch. I found a few cartridges in the drawers in the table. Let's pick that up then. We might need it, right? Just in case. Let's leave. Let's go toward the garages. 3 garages stand in a row. 2 are locked with integrated locks on the door, but the third only has a padlock. I can't see the guards from behind the Kamaz, and they can't see me. Okay, let's use it. Use the key to open the garage. One of the keys worked. I went into the garage and shut the door quietly behind me. It was pitch black and smelled of gasoline. I felt for the light switch and flicked it, but the lights didn't come on. Either the power was off, there was no bulbs, or they had blown. Somebody had kindly left a hefty flashlight underneath the light switch. It worked, but the battery was running low, and the light is emitted very weak. Well, I don't think it's a good idea to turn on the light, right? They might see lights from the outside, and that kind of raised some eyebrows. So I'm in a dark garage. In the muted beam of the flashlight, I saw jerry cans, lots of them, more than 30, I guess. The place is full of gasoline. Apart from the jerry cans, the only things in the garage were dirty rags. I thought I heard someone shouting outside. I better get out of here before I'm seen. Well, let's take the jerry cans, because we need to create a distraction, right? Some kind of explosion. So let's fill up some gasoline or take some jerry cans. The jerry can felt awfully light. I shook it, then shone the flashlight inside, empty. The next one was empty too. I started picking up cans at random. They were all the same. Well, some of them had a dribble of gasoline left, but right at the bottom, it looks like gasoline is stored in a different garage, and this is where they bought the empty ones. Tough luck. Well, let's pour whatever's left, and pouring the gasoline from one can to another in almost total darkness while trying to be quiet and not spilling a single drop is almost impossible feat. It felt like it took forever. Alright, so we got a jerry can. Let's go back. Let's go to the post. Use the keys. And there's nothing we can do here. So let's go back. We need something to light up gasoline. I got it, the cigarettes. Maybe we can go back to talk to those soldiers and ask for like a smoke, right? Okay, so let's go to is it the canals? No. I don't think it's the canal, because that's just information. Let's go to the weapons warehouse. Let's approach the soldiers and then ask them for the light. Sorry, pal. You may as well call us non-smokers. Cigarettes are in a short supply, and that means that any cigarettes get swiped before anybody knows they're here. The red-haired soldiers said, "Go over to the jail," a bald guy suggested. "Alex, who's a jailer these days, always has a light and pockets full of cigarettes. Nobody knows where he gets them, but he'll fleece you for them, the bastards. Keep that in mind." Okay, so then let's go to the jail, right? And then ask for a light. I'm a few meters away from the rations warehouse, the basement of which serves as the town's jail. The jailer and the 2 soldiers are standing between the warehouse and the newly built canteen. They're smoking and arguing about something in hushed voice. Behind me is the canal, and on the other bank is the parking lot and the gate that leads out of the staff building. From here I can see my car and an army Kamaz truck. If I go north past the canteen, I'll come to the weapons warehouse. Well, let's approach the smokers. As I approach, the Fighters whispered some comments to each other and stopped talking at all at once. They even took their cigarettes out of their mouth. All three of them tensed as they waited to hear what I say. I probably interrupted an important conversation. Oh, got a light? Okay, we got a lit cigarette. The jailer sighed in relief and pulled a lighter out of his pocket. Sure. Now, do us a favor and let us talk in private. We have a minor conflict to settle. He lit my cigarettes, put the lighter away, and made a show of waiting for me to go on my merry way. Alright, let's leave. What's inside the ration warehouse? I entered the warehouse and was planning to go straight down to the jail when I heard about a shout from behind. The panting jailer rushed into the warehouse. Where are you going? Do you want to get me killed? The major said nobody's allowed in here. If he finds out somebody's got in, I'll be shut tomorrow outside your daughter. Come on, get out of here. To show he meant business, the jailer shook his weapon, then grabbed my shoulder and led me outside the warehouse. Okay, I apologize not to come there again. Let's go to the canteen then. The canteen is locked up for the night. I won't be getting in without a key. I would access it via the kitchen, but the door to the kitchen is right by the jailer, and I won't be able to use it without being seen. Well, let's find the keys then. Oh, it didn't work then. Okay, I guess it didn't work. Examine the canal. Nothing. Okay, we got the gasoline. So now we need to pour it somewhere, right? Go in the infirmary main parade gate. Okay, let's go in here, main parade. The diesel then? No. No, I just picked that already. Let's go to the command unit. No, that's not it. We're just back in circles. Okay, let's go to... I'm back here. Shower block, diesel, bridge. Go across the bridge to the parking lot. Okay, go to the garages. No, we can't do that. We're gonna be seen. Let's go to the guard post again. Get the keys. Go inside the post. Look into the window. Huh. Let me think. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so I think I got it. So I need to go back to the command unit. Right? And then climb inside. And then I need to pour the gasoline in the room. There wasn't all that much gasoline in the jerry can, so I took pains when pouring it. I needed to cover as much space as possible. The building was made of wood, but I wasn't sure that the fire would light quickly. I couldn't let the local put the fire out before the whole building was burning and before the diesel tank were at a risk of combusting. Now, I just need to get outside and set it alight. Okay, let's carefully climb out. Let's set the world on fire. Number 2. Some people just want to see the world burn, and that's me. That's us. We're gonna burn the whole survivor base down. Okay. It seems like the cigarette hadn't even hit the floor before the flames rose up, and I was hit by a wall of unbearable heat. I needed to find somewhere to hide and wait until the fire spread to the whole building, and somebody raised the alarm. Initially, I considered doing it myself, but I soon abandoned the idea. Going around yelling about fire would be too suspicious. The fire will distract the people of Stepnor, but my task will still be extremely difficult either way. It's done. There's nothing going back. Tip: if the survivor can make it through the army town without attracting attention, it will be easier to free Sasha and flee. But remember, time is of the essence. Okay. Wow, okay. Alright. I'm going to hide behind the diesel generator, run to the infirmary, and hole up in the washroom. No, let's not do the washroom because it's going to be on fire, and they're going to go there to get something. So let's run to the shower block because I'm pretty sure there's nobody's going to be in there, right? I ran to the shower block and I went into the changing room to wait. The fire got going much faster than I expected. In less than 10 minutes, the silence was broken by wailing sirens. Somebody had seen the fire. Carefully opening the outer door, I saw people swarming around the burning buildings, mostly half-dressed soldiers. The officers were running around, giving orders for fighting the fire. There weren't enough buckets, and getting water directly from the canal would be very difficult. Someone was smart enough to start filling buckets from the tap in the infirmary washroom. Hiding here was a good idea. As soon as the area was cleared, I'm going to sprint toward the jail. I hope I don't have to wait long. The nauseating smell was killing me. Alright, Fortune was smiling on me. I didn't meet a single person as I ran through the town. All the personnel were busy putting out the fire. My plan was working, and then, as if to mock me, at the doors to the ration warehouse, I crashed into the jailer. He looked at me in shock. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the sirens? The command unit is on fire. Everybody's trying to put it out. The jailer stared at me in confusion. I heard the siren, but the prisoners... I heard the siren, but the prisoners have to be watched. No matter what's going on, it's the rules. He slowed down. What are you doing here now? Why aren't you putting out the fire with everybody else? Okay, Boris sent me. He told me to get buckets from the kitchen. There are plenty of culprits, but not enough buckets. Attack the jailer with your bare hands. Knock the jailer out with a crowbar. Let's knock him with a crowbar. It was a perfect hit. The guy went down like a ton of bricks. I hope he was just knocked out. I could easily fracture his skull. Let's search the body. Take the rifle. Good. Okay, let's go down to the jail. It was pitch black in a dark jail. I couldn't make out the bars or the cells beyond them. I felt for the lock and started trying the key. Until now, I hadn't let myself even consider that none of the keys I got from the HQ wouldn't work. I was about to find out. The first key didn't work. Oh, imagine if we did all that and the key wasn't the right one. Oh my goodness, that would have been really bad. The second key didn't work. The third key got stuck. Oh no. Oh no. I strained to turn the key, and it finally did with a screech. The lock fell open. Who's there? I heard Sasha say, her voice tensed. It's me. The cell's open. Come out, you're free. There was a pause, and then I heard my daughter's footstep. You? Hey, if this is some kind of a joke between you and Boris, you can go to hell. I want to get some sleep. I've got a tough day tomorrow. Tough and very short. Sasha, come out. Hurry. We can't hang around. Come on. Sasha fell silent. She was considering her options. All right. Let's say I believe you. Do you have a plan? How do you plan to get out of here with all the soldiers infested town? For starters, take a gun. You might have to fight, but you don't but don't dare fire unless I tell you to. Give Sasha one of the rifles. Okay. You're either insanely brave or insanely stupid. Sasha laughed, taking the weapons, but there was an undertone of respect to her voice. Just don't start telling me when to shoot and when to stop. I know what I'm doing. You have no idea of the hell I've been through. You went through the hell saving your own skin. I went through hell trying to find and save you and Mom. Well, did it work? Sasha mocked. And now I'm saving you from the firing squad, risking my own life in the process. Maybe you could pretend to be the least bit grateful. Sasha clearly wasn't enjoying the conversation anymore. So you gave me a gun? Now what? She asked curtly. We're getting out of here. I'll tell you everything on the way. Sasha and I are standing outside the ration warehouse. Beyond the parade ground, the command unit is burning furiously. As I watched the leaping flames, I started thinking, if this whole town burns, it'll be my fault. Some of the locals could die from their injuries, but even so, I still couldn't have done anything different. I couldn't let them kill my daughter. I couldn't. In the east, over the canal, my car sits gleaming in the moonlight. We don't have much time. I need to decide on our next move. Okay, so we got our daughter. So we're ready to get out of here, right? Alright, so we're going to decide on the next video. So I'm going to call it a video, guys. Thank you for watching my videos. And we'll find out our next, what we're going to do, our next video. So I'll see you guys next time.